In Ukraine, spring is when farmers would traditionally begin to sow many of their crops. Known as Europe's breadbasket, it's a major exporter of wheat, barley, sunflowers and corn. But this year, experts predict a third of the land is likely to go unplanted due to the Russian invasion. Arnaud Petit is Executive Director of the International Grains Council. Thanks for coming on the programme. How will a prolonged conflict in Ukraine affect global food supplies?
Thank you very much for having me in your program. And there will be two aspects. First of all, as you refer to the planting season and harvesting, that would be the first issue, how the farmers will be able to take care of their crops. And the second will be about logistics, because Ukraine was mainly exporting the wheat and corn via cargo, maritime routes, and we don't know exactly what is the status of the logistics at the moment.
It's already feeding through to consumers with higher prices in many parts of Europe and around the world. What other consequences are we seeing?
Consequences is already demand rationing about 3 million tons for the till, I would say, summer. And the issue is we could expect that indeed maybe half of the production of Ukraine will not get out and will impact mainly North African countries, Middle East countries and some Asian countries also. And we know that countries are very sensitive to food price inflation.
Is there any scope for other food-producing countries to step in to fill the gap?
On wheat, it's a bit limited as it is mainly a winter crop. So we have very few margin of maneuver. I expect to have 1% more increase in area for wheat, when for oilseed, it's more spring crop, and therefore here we can expect from North America and South America to get further soybean production in order to alleviate the price on the vegetable oil market.
And the problems go beyond crops, don't they? I'm thinking about fertilizer production and prices.
Indeed, as the gas is the main raw material to produce fertilizers, so we see the cost of production is going higher. And the second point we have also to bear in mind is also seed production, because we need, for farmers, they need also the seeds to produce for the next year. And as Ukraine was a main supplier of sunflower seeds, we might have not only 1 year, but 2 or 3 years with difficulties in terms of level of production.
So we've talked about what this means for food security. What about the outlook for farmers in Ukraine in particular?
Outlook farmers in Ukraine, it's very difficult to have a clear understanding of the situation. What we know is what has been planted before the winter, more or less 6.5 million hectares as usual, so more or less the same area. And now is how the farmers will get access to the land. There will be enough fuel to do the works on the fields. So that's something, it's really a question mark. And I would say for farmers around the globe, we still consider that the level of price is an incentive for farmers to produce more. The question will be the quality. If there is less fertilizers, you might have some quality which are not qualified for food markets, and then would exacerbate the food inflation price.
All about inflation, isn't it? Arnaud Petit, thank you very much.
You're watching.